All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Kayla Troutman. I am a global director with Epicure, which as of right now probably means nothing to you, and that's totally okay. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. I am coming to you live from my home state, Wisconsin. I'm in Neshkoro, Wisconsin. I want you to look it up on a map so you can appreciate the middle of nowhere-ness where my second home is. My husband and I built a lake house here thanks to taco seasoning. This is the home that was built with Epicure products. And we are here this evening. Anybody else relate to this? Just soaking up every last minute of summer we possibly can. So the campfire is going. I told my husband to have a beverage ready for me, the s'more stuff ready for me. And I have this special bench I like to sit on with a cushion. And then my two Dalmatian dogs come up and sit by me on the bench. And so I told him to have things ready for me. I'm a mom to Macaulay, who I just kicked outside. Nicole watched me kick him outside. He's outside playing with dad for a little bit. My husband, Nate, and I have been married 13 years. And then we have the two Dalmatians. Like I said, that's our family. And believe it or not, I have been doing this now for 8.5 years. I joined direct sales or multi-level marketing with another company in 2014. And in 2019, 5 years in, that company collapsed and closed its doors. And I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in the industry or not. And here I am. So obviously, the cliffhanger or the plot twist at the end. I did stay, but I did a lot of research. And tonight I'm going to share with you, hopefully in quick fashion, a little bit about Epicure, less about me because you don't care about me. I don't care about my story. I want to tell you what this is going to do for you. But I also do want to build a little bit of belief and a little bit of rapport. So a little about me, a lot about Epicure, and then I'm going to ask you some questions at the end. Okay. So as I said, I'm Kayla. I've been doing this 8 years, first 5 years with one company. And how did I find Epicure? Because that's the company you're checking out. We're talking about tasting the opportunity here, getting a taste of the Epicure opportunity. I found an email that had come to me a few months prior to my old opportunity closing. And it dawned on me in that moment of losing my job that I had heard of this company called Epicure. I thought it was a food company, and I thought they were coming to the United States from Canada. That was all true. I got a hold of Canada. I did some research, and after a few sleepless nights and some digging in, my husband and I got a hold of a Canadian mentor, Dana Nicholson, who's our upline today. And we just dug right in. We decided that this was a compensation plan we were excited about. The family owned and operated feel to it really mattered to us, and also an opportunity where they were debt free and we weren't going to have another crash or loss of a business like I had just experienced. Yes, it was a total risk. In the 5 years I was with my first company, not only did I pay off my student loans, we moved into our dream home, and I had quit my job from working full time and running my direct sales business on the side to running my direct sales business as my career. Earlier that year, we had retired my husband in our 30s, and he was home, and this became our full-time job. And I lost that in a moment's notice. So when I jumped into Epicure, I want to tell you, I had a lot of risk involved. There really, truly was a risk. And that was that if it didn't work out, I was going to waste whatever amount of time trying to build it, where I could have been looking for a new corporate job or a career. I have my bachelor's degree in business, and I still jumped in both feet. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why tonight, and hopefully an information style so you can take that information then and figure out what this would look like for you. But these were the main reasons that I chose this company. And I hope that this gives you what you need to know that this could be a great opportunity for you too. The reality is it's 99 US dollars, 125 Canadian dollars to get started. There's no inventory required. There's no purchases required. It's such a misconception in party plan or network marketing that we have to buy products every month or we have to be on an auto delivery. We don't even have something like that, like a requirement. We literally can come in with the business kit. And if you never do anything, we're not going to come to your house. We're not going to hunt you down. We're not going to charge your credit card. We don't even store your credit card without your permission. It's really an opportunity. $200 to $300 in US value is the business kit. So a little bit more than that in Canadian dollar for $99. This month, if you're watching this in the month of August, there's an extra perk included from the company. August 2022, make sure to ask your connection to Epicure, your consultant or your leader, what that perk is. It's really good. It's over $100 extra value, okay? But our business kit is $99 or $125, no strings attached. There's no website fee. There's no credit card processing. There's no requirement to do events where you set up with cash and carry. In fact, we encourage you not to do that the hard way, I always say. There's definitely freedom to be your own boss, but there's very little true risk. The one thing we ask is if you want to stay here and maximize your membership or your discount, we ask that you do enter 250 QV, which is about 200 to 220 US dollars, about 250 Canadian, every third month. So if Lisa Busky, I see she's on the Zoom tonight, if she came in the month of August, she would have August and September as her month 1, October and November as her month 2 and 3. By the end of November, she would need to put in 250 qualifying volume to stay active. She would, of course, get her 25% discount or commission back, and she'd be good to just stock up for her family. How many of you know Sam's Club or Costco? See, the thing with Epicure is it's just groceries. It's healthy groceries delivered to your doorstep. And on top of like all of those easy to follow minimums, like no strings attached, the next reason that I chose this company is because of what it is. And I think Lisa's shaking her head, and I'm sure Jackie and Nicole and others on this tonight are thinking the same thing. The reason that I choose Epicure is it's something my family needs. I have to feed them every single day. Almost all of us eat, right? I say almost all of us because sometimes there's a medical reason or there's oddities, right? But most of the time we eat. And don't we feel better as humans when we eat whole foods, when we do lower sodium and lower sugar or no sodium, no sugar? How many people do you know that are gluten-free, peanut-free, have a dairy allergen, or can't have dairy when they're nursing? We fit the bill. That's what we do. So recession or no recession, good economy or bad, we literally can help people. That's why I didn't want to give up my business 5 years in when my first food company closed, because I'm passionate about good food real fast. That's our motto. And so I want you to know up front, that's what you'd be doing. You'd be helping people. And that's not scary. And there's no risk in that either. You're only a blessing to people. Our CEO believes in a couple of things. And I think you should know this. Our founder and CEO Sylvia Rochette is our founder. And she is amazing. You will love her. And yes, you'll get the chance to meet her if you join our Epicure community. And her daughter, Amelia Warren, is our CEO now. They care about making good food accessible and affordable to as many people as possible. And right now that includes North America. Hopefully in the future, many more places. We just launched in Alaska, and I'm hoping for Hawaii in the future, and then other countries after that. But we like to keep our price points right where they need to be. We source only the best ingredients. We work really hard to make shipping times quick, shipping costs low. Again, no overhead for you, no brick and mortar, no rent, no leasing, no crazy anything. It's easy to own a business here. And again, what it is we do is what I'm really passionate about. So that was a reason that I chose Epicure. I want to help people. How many of you can relate to that? I want to make a difference. I want to leave a legacy behind. I want to know that I got to share my faith through a platform that was fun and that I got to inspire others, but that I really made a difference when it comes to 4 o'clock in most families. What's for dinner, mom? How many of you have heard that? Or dad? We solve that. So that's why I choose Epicure. I also choose Epicure because we're paid every single Friday. How rare that is. Every week we're paid, and we're paid on our personal sales. And then once a month, we're paid bonuses, our incentives that we earn, our training bonuses on our teams or downlines. We're actually paid in 7 ways, you guys. We're paid on things like, again, our personal sales. We also can bonus once we hit certain levels. We are paid in incentive trips and free products and swag. I just used my fun Epicure towel they sent me this summer just for doing my job. And actually I have a new water cup that I got this week too. We're also paid in fast path bonuses. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Rank advancement bonuses. We're paid in, we can earn monthly lifestyle bonuses. How many of you have seen companies out there that have cars? Let's use Mary Kay as an example. I love them. I still use tons of their products. They used to be able to earn, and I think still, the pink Cadillac. People talked about it and knew about it, right? Our companies decided that instead of having you choose a specific car between the 2 countries, we give you X amount of money a month to spend it on a vehicle of your choice or how you want to use it, which is why it's called the lifestyle bonus. And there's 3 levels of that. I'll talk about the US dollar amount, $375 a month when you're at senior director, $750 when you're at executive, and $1,200 when you're at a global. So I can drive my Tahoe that I love so much. I don't even like vehicles, you guys, but I do love my white fully loaded Tahoe. Like, it's a dream. It's got like that cool camera on top that, like, when you're backing out, it's not just like the normal camera, but you also see the roof of your car, and like you literally see everywhere you're driving. It's amazing. I can do that with that bonus because I work hard and our company really compensates well. So 7 ways to earn, but debt-free company. So we're not going to collapse and close our doors like I experienced. Another reason that I chose this company was the Fast Path program. And I know all of you on here as consultants, or the consultant that invited you would tell you our Fast Path is pretty awesome. It's pretty common in direct sales to have a program when you join to reward you. But ours is like, honestly, I've been with a couple companies. I was with a company for 5 years and I've done a lot of research. I did not make this decision in haste or too quickly. I did comparisons. Our Fast Path plan earns you thousands of dollars in your first 90 days if you choose, along with carrots to chase, perks and swag and prizes. And so I just really want you to check it out. Now, I'll make sure to post it after this live. With this recording, I'll get it to the consultants that are going to want to get you this replay in case you missed it live, and also the Fast Path plan. I'll also make sure I share it in our Facebook opportunity event, Taste the Opportunity with Epicure. We'll share it there too. But really, it helps you learn how to grow a business. The last thing that really stood out to me about Epicure, outside of the amazing comp and again, the very low risk and the products and our CEO and just the mission of what we do, good food real fast to as many people as possible. The last thing that stood out to me was the support. From the second that I called my upline in Canada and interviewed her, if you will, and chose her, she has been nothing but, I'm going to cry telling you this, nothing but extremely supportive, helpful, and inclusive. Whether I'm in the USA and she's in Canada, our teams are across different countries, wherever we fall in the Epicure community, people in this company want to see other people succeed. No matter what team you're in, no matter your race or religion or beliefs, it doesn't matter. We really cheer for each other and want to see success. And I feel that in my core. When you join our organization, you get my support, or Carissa Pearzo's, or Mary Parget's, or Rachel Crofts, or whatever upline has invited you to this. We also have programs in place for you because we've been around the block now. We're not brand new and we're fully invested here. 20 steps to getting started. Lots of great training in place. Every Tuesday, we give you Tuesday Toolbox training tips and different ways to grow your business. You are never going to lack support or the how to or the know or a person to ask. And I think those of you watching would agree. In fact, most of the time I find it's the opposite. There's so many things coming at you. You're going to ask, which one of these should I do? Or which one of these should I look at? And we're going to guide you. I love that this is a business that you choose when you want to work. So the information is accessible to you. No one's holding out. No one's holding information hostage. There's no secrets. Now, sometimes at upper ranks, you get to know things early. That's the perk of rank advancing your business. And you're going to also earn more, obviously. But in our team, we want everyone to win. So if you're a night nurse and you're going to work in the early hours in the morning and then take a nap until you go back to work at night, we've got you covered with information that's accessible, training replays, all of it. And what's really cool is your global director, in this case, that is my rank, I'm in the top rank of the company, is never not accessible. We want you to be able to reach out to us. Now, I'm not saying 24/7. We don't encourage our consultants to work 24/7. That's another thing I want you to hear in the Epicure community. We want you to take vacations, set your office hours, work this like it's a business, part-time, full-time, big time, whatever you decide. But you are able to reach out to me and ask a question, and I will get back to you during scheduled office hours, which I share, or I'll get back to you the next time that I'm sitting down at my desk. I think that's really cool. I think that's unique. I think some people feel in our industry that certain people are unapproachable or untouchable, and we just don't have that in the Epicure world. We want to see you succeed. There's 9 global directors, the top rank of the company, and I'm one of them. In 3 years, you guys, I actually hit that rank in 1 year, but I've maintained it and kept it, and we've grown in 3 years. And right now, our team is in the 10th spot as overall organization success. In the month of July, we are 10th in the entire company. That's incredible. If you're watching this replay, you're joining the fastest growing team in the United States and the fastest growing team in the company. Our CEO tells me that every time we talk, just how exciting that is. And sometimes I forget how exciting that is. But it's also not just we're bringing in the masses and we're saying, good luck, Chuck. We want you to win. If that's the discount for you, oh my gosh, we're so excited. You're going to love stocking up like you do at Costco, but not having to go in and like shop in the aisles. And you guys know what I'm talking about, the long lines. Then you get the corn dog or the ice cream at the end because you have to, because you're at Costco. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Don't lie to me. This is going to be even better. You're going to sit on your couch with a glass of wine or a cup of Epicure tea. Blue Butterfly is my recommendation, or pink lemonade. And you're going to fill up your cart once every 3rd month if you're here for the discount, maybe even a little more often. And you're going to get that 25% back on all your purchases. Maybe you're here for a little extra income. We have teammates who earn anywhere from $50 a month to 100 to 500. Some of them are just simply funding their Epicure addiction, and they're filling their kitchen and their daughter's kitchen and their best friend's kitchen with Epicure, replacing those old pans with our saute pan, getting our wok and that. Others are paying off debt, paying for their minivan. Hey, taking their husband and signing up in a golf league, because for the last few years, money's been tight and you couldn't say yes to things like that, or bowling league, but now you can. This is extras. Some of our teammates have a mani-pedi fund, and they treat themselves every other week or once a month, a massage for you, fancy shoes, whatever it is. And others saving for retirement, getting ahead, maybe having a little more money left at the end of the month versus bills, right? And having more month than money left, whatever it is. This is what I want to ask you with. This is what I want to leave you with. And then I'm going to finish telling you my story and what my business has done for me. But what's in it for you first? If you could do anything, if time wasn't in the way, if money wasn't in the way, if education wasn't in the way, what would your life look like by the end of this year, in the next couple months? Think about this for a second. What would your life look like if nothing was really holding you back? Time wasn't in the way, money wasn't. 5 years. You can't go from like a couple months, Kayla, to 5 years, but just think about this for a second. And what about 10 years? I'm coming up on my 10th anniversary. I want to tell you the things that I've done. In my first year in my direct sales business in 2014, I started making about $600 a month. And for our family, that was some marriage counseling and our CrossFit membership, if I'm being honest. Doing something physical together and having a hobby we could do together, which was working out, and also getting some therapy, saved our marriage in the years 2013 and 2014. And by the time 2015 came around, we wanted a bigger house. We lived in this tiny little 900 square foot, little 1-bathroom old house. I loved it, by the way. I miss it sometimes, but we wanted something bigger. And so I knew if I made about $1,200 to $2,000 a month in my Epicure business, at the time, different company, I could do that. And so I did that. And shortly after we moved into that home, we found out we were expecting our son. I continued to work full time. I continued to build my business. And I told myself in 2015, 2016, when he was a baby, I would want options. So work this like it matters. So I did a couple nights a week, simple hours. This is not a job you build in hours. It's a job you build in pockets of time because you have a goal or a dream. And my dream was to have choice. After my son was born, and at the end of 2015, he's a December baby. Anybody else relate? We decided that I'd go part-time at work first, and that was for a few months. And then we decided to make this my full-time career. And what we called it at that season of our life was burning all of our other options, burn the ship like the general and commit. And for me, that was a huge jump, making a couple thousand a month. I needed to get up to about 4,000 or 5,000 a month. And I did that within the year. And after that, the rest has kind of been history, if you will. I continue to set goals. So for us, that meant no debt besides our homes, which obviously one day we hope to pay off as well. I was able to bring my husband home from a swing shift job. Can anyone relate? Probably over the road truckers, you can relate to this. People who work second shift or night shift. My husband worked 2 weeks on first shift, 2 weeks on third shift, 2 weeks on second shift for 10 years. So it was my extreme pleasure and a gift to him. It was motivating to me to retire him so that he would get to spend time with our son. The first few years of Macaulay's life, Nate was never around. So such a blessing. We've been able to travel. Maybe for you, travel is everything. We love to travel. We go to Mexico with our son every year. We're going to Italy next year. And we also love to earn Epicure's free trips. I've earned 8 of them now, 8 trips that they take us on, airfare, everything included. Would you like to go on a trip? Honestly, ask you that. Would you like to travel? Maybe this would be your first time getting a passport and seeing Portugal or the Bahamas or Mexico or Jamaica or Punta Cana. These are amazing places that Epicure has taken us. Disney in the last couple of years, and you can earn them for free. And there's no catch. They're truly free. What I want you to know is my business has, created tons of accolades on top of that, and awards and achievements and retreats, cash bonuses. I've earned over $1 million in my career with my direct sales business. And I say none of that to brag. I share it here at the end because I want you to understand. I had a consultant ask me today, so is it okay to say, I'm gonna cry telling you this. She said, is it okay to say that I'm here for money? Like, well, do you think I do this for free? She's like, no, I know you make good money, but like, I just feel so weird saying like, I'd like to make $1,000 a month. $500 a month or 2,000. And I looked at her, I'm not going to say her name. I don't have her permission to share. I said, that's my job. That's our job at Epicure. This is a business and you can do as little or as much as you want. But my job, my passion is to help you do that. So if you're watching this replay or if you're tuning in live, I want to thank you for your time. I know time is precious. It's back to school season. Everyone's running around buying the folders and the notebooks and the colored pencils and headphones for first grade. Who knew? That's our big surprise this year. Kleenexes and all the things. As you're getting ready, whether you're a teacher going back to school, you can do this around your teaching schedule. I know Lisa Butsky's on tonight and she's a teacher. We have a ton of teachers. Teachers love to help people. We have nurses and storm chasers and stay-at-home moms and homeschool parents. We have men and women. And again, doesn't matter where you live in the US or Canada, there's a way that you can make this work if you want it. And the risk is nothing. It's all on you just deciding that, yeah, I want to give this a shot. I want to see where I can be by the end of the year or in 5 years or in 10 years. I want even a part of that crazy Kayla story, or this is what I envision: retiring early, changing careers altogether and going back to college, being able to quit your job and homeschool your kids. How many of you have ever thought about, and I had a crazy thought for like a week this summer, selling everything we own and getting in an RV and traveling? You can do that with this business. Lisa's like, no, I don't want that. And Lisa, I got over it really fast too. It was like, no, that's not for me. I just picture like the two Dalmatians. I have two purebred Dalmatians. You can actually see them every once in a while. If you've been watching this video, they're coming up in the doorway right here. They're outside by the campfire. But I have two purebred Dalmatians, first grader, and then my husband and I in an RV. Nothing about that sounds dreamy, but to somebody else, it might be a dream. And I like to list many things because I don't think you realize in this industry, yes, my story is big now, but in the beginning, marriage counseling and CrossFit was meaningful. It saved our marriage. This was a season where that's exactly what I needed. And over time now, this has molded. I remember the first paycheck I got that was over $8,333 for the month, because that's a six-figure salary. If you take 6 figures and divide it out by 12 months, I cried for like a week. I thought I did it. I remember, do you guys know the song, Hey, Look, Mom, I Made It? Like I sing that to myself sometimes. And then I keep going because there's so many people I want to help with good food or good income. You get to decide after watching this replay. So send your consultant a message or the leader that invited you. Tell them that you are super excited that you checked it out. Tell them you're in, you're excited, you're getting signed up right now. Or tell them what is stopping you. Is there still a fear, hesitation on your heart? And lastly, if you know this isn't for you, can I ask you a favor? I need two things. One, who do you know that this might bless? Not you, never prejudge. I have my bachelor's degree in business and had a great career, a six-figure job here in Wisconsin, which is amazing, but this is still for me. This is my real dream job, my own hours, my own time schedule. I get to choose what I'm worth and I get to work at something I'm passionate about. Don't prejudge. Who do you know? And the other thing I want to ask you is, would you host a cooking class this season for your consultant instead? We would love that. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this was a blessing, you guys. I will see you all soon. Again, my extreme pleasure to share with you tonight. Bye, everybody.